Okay. Alright guys, how y'all doing? Okay. So this is 2 weeks later, or not even 2 weeks actually, from when I direct seeded everything. As we can see here, this is the arugula, and it comes up the fastest. Now I don't remember what I planted where. These are just lettuces, I think, in these four. I think that's bok choy right there. I got some stuff just starting to come up here. I'm not sure, but I think we got lettuce, different lettuces in these four. That's Swiss chard coming up here. And this is supposed to be, I believe, spinach. And I only got a few of those coming up, but maybe more will start coming up. And then over here, this was all beets, and we got beets coming up everywhere over here. So this is good. It's a good thing. Even when a cat jumped in here and mushed it, we still got beets growing. So, and then back there is bok choy. All right, and of course here's my carrots all along here. So I got carrots coming up everywhere, so it's a good thing. Not too many on this one. Got a few coming up. Oh yeah, I'm seeing them. They're starting to come up. Few here. Oh, right there is nice. Yeah, they're coming up. Some of this is not carrots, I can tell. I don't see really any carrots coming up in this one. Well, we'll see. We'll let it grow a little bit and see. So anyway, so I mean, it's not even 2 weeks, and so that's what it was in the greenhouse. I think it was just too hot. Now I got out my broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, maybe a couple other things I got out that I want to go ahead and plant, and maybe, you know, put them in the seed trays and get them going. But now I think it might be too cold. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot though, because I mean, today we're in a I don't know. Let's see. Let me see what the temperature says. I got it one right here. Now this is in the greenhouse. In the greenhouse, which it's not. It's like 62, 64 on that one, 62 on this one. It might be 64. About 64 degrees in the greenhouse, and then we're supposed to get even colder tonight. This morning we was in the 50s. I think tomorrow we're going to be in the 30s in the morning. You know, and it looked like that cold last night might have affected at least one of my comfrey plants here. We're okay though. We're all right. All right, so that's a good thing. I got some stuff coming up, thank God. So, all right. So what I'm gonna start on today is either taking the mud I have left, the mud and some manure I have, and getting this little batch ready right here. And I got two. I got two cayenne pepper plants that I'm gonna leave, just in case I keep getting peppers on them. And I mean, you know, when it starts getting cold, you stop getting peppers. And some people, I've never done it, they can keep their plants through the winter until the next year. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far and do that. I might. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready. That would give me 2, 4, 6, 7 more containers that I can go ahead and plant some stuff in. So since I'm already 2 weeks on the other stuff, I can go ahead and get this ready and get this started to plant. This will be 2 weeks behind that, so I have some succession planting going on, and that's what I kind of really want to do, have some succession planting going on. And then I'll have the other row back there. But really what I'd like to do, well really what I need to do with this is plant whatever comes up when out of the cabbage and broccoli and all that. I need to plant that in these areas. But I really wanted to have some strawberries growing, and I wanted to make one of these. You know, at one time over here on this side of my little thing here, it was a bed there, but I used to have strawberries growing, and I was doing really good with them, and they were reproducing and all, but I didn't know what brand they were. I couldn't sell them because I didn't know, and then the berries wasn't real big. I wanted to get a bigger strawberry, so I got rid of them, and my plan was to grow some more, but I didn't order any. Oh yeah, I bought some one time from Home Depot, and not one of them, they were terrible. Not one did anything. And so anyway, but I want to get the strawberries because I'm kind of into the berries, because you know, in the front of my house I have the mulberries, I have huckleberries, I have blueberries, and blackberries. And then I'm coming on the side of my house, I have blackberries and goji berries over here, and elderberry. What other berries I have? And I think that's it with the berries. I had raspberries, and when we had that snow last year, that kind of really killed them. And then I have several variety of fig trees. So yeah, I mean, I'm into the berries and those, you know. I know a fig tree is a fig tree, not a berry, but I'm just into having that kind of stuff, because man, it's just so easy to get fruit and berries and all off of it every year. But it's really not much maintenance once you get them established and get them going. And then I got my banana trees. I'm waiting on the flower to come out. The flower's in there. I can tell. I could see the red, but it hadn't popped out yet, and I don't know when it will, because it's really not warm enough anymore. And if it does, I'm not going to be able to. There ain't enough time for the bananas to ripen. It's going to be too cold. So I need to even do some things this year, which I'm doing right now. I'm growing one right here that I'm going to be able to keep it alive through the winter, and I have another one over here. See it back there? I'm going to keep that going, keep those two going for next year. So hopefully by the time spring hits next year, they'll at least be starting off at this height instead of starting off as something really small, starting from coming out growing out the ground, because that's basically how these started. But apparently there's not enough time, and maybe I didn't do enough to help them grow. I've been doing more research on them, and I should be fertilizing them at least once a month, and I wasn't doing that. I was making sure they had the water, because the year before that, by the time October came, I had fruit, but we also had kind of like a drought we were kind of going through, and I wasn't watering them enough, and I thought that was my reason for it not happening quicker. So this time I watered it enough. They got to their full height, but putting out the flower took a little time. And I think what I need to do next year is I'm gonna hit them with a fertilizer every month, because that's what I heard you need to do with them to help them grow quicker, faster, and sturdier, and get to their height so they can put out a flower and we can get bananas. I only had the Cavendish banana 1 year, and ever since then I've been fighting the elements, you know, to get this thing going again. So anyway, it don't look like I'm gonna have bananas this year. So now, you know, I won't even be able to use these trees because they got a flower in there already. I can see it, and I can see the flower in there, and so it's just going to be too cold. They're not going to ripen up quick enough. It'll get too cold. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna get to work on those beds. I might video a little bit for you to show you what I'm doing there, and I'm gonna go ahead and plant. We're gonna reseed those trays that are in the greenhouse and see if they'll germinate. Try it again. So that's what we're gonna do. And so what I'll do, I'll meet you in the greenhouse. Okay, let's go over there. We're gonna go ahead and and get some seeds in there and get that started. Oh, there's something else I need to get on here. I want to clean out this. I need to clean this out so I can get some seeds planted in here, because I do have some fish in here now. I don't know if it's enough, but we'll find out. So I really need to clean this out too. I'm going to go plant the seeds in there. I'm going to come over here and start cleaning this out and getting this ready to plant. And yeah, that's what I need to do. This thing needs to get back to working. And okay, all right. And so I'm going to meet you in the greenhouse. Okay, all right. Hey guys, all right. I'm in the greenhouse, and what I'm doing, I'm just wetting this stuff down because it's kind of dried out. And now I'm going to fill it up with water. And I already have everything labeled here that I want to grow pretty much. Over here I got Swiss and kale, but I mean I got those direct seeded, so I ain't got to worry about that here. I got cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage right here. This is what we're going to plant to see if we can get something to germinate here. Now I know that really it should be a little warmer for this. Now, oh, I didn't want this to get wet. Oh, I'll pull my seeds out on this. Alright, let's see if we can make some little holes here. Okay, looks a little better, yeah. Still looks like some dry in there, but it's okay. We'll get it going. We'll get a seed in each one of these, or 2 seeds. Where did that come from? Let's pour some seeds in here. Now this will be 24 plants, way more than I need, or let's say that I have room for. But all right, let's see what we can do here. pliers are wet, so okay, there we go. Just to dry it off. Oh man. Seeds are floating on that. Whoop, I dropped that seed. Okay. Alright. Let me see. There's a lot of water here. Maybe this might help it to break open. I don't know, man. I hope I'm not got too much water here, but a lot of water here. You're gonna have to worry about watering this thing for a while. These back here, that's going to be a washout there. I can't get those under. They're floating in the water. That's okay. I got enough of them planted if... Okay. That takes care of broccoli. This cauliflower here, let me see what this is. Let's do these. These are the ones from Baker Creek, so I'm hoping they're going to maybe be a little better. I'll just use the top to my container. I pour them in there, and then I got these little pliers. I use this. These are like jeweler pliers. I fool with gems and all. So I have a couple of pair of these. we gotta keep an eye on that and see what happens. Okay. Alright, so I got cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage planted there, so we'll keep an eye on that and see what happens in the next week, 7 days to 10 days, somewhere in there. Could be too cold, and then it might be perfect. This cold snap might pass over just in time where it heats up enough where it'll help those germinate. So that's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm hoping happens. That's why I only put one seed in there instead of two, because I might have to plant them one more time when it warms up. I'm not sure. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to get to work on this aquaponics back here and get this cleared out. Alright? Okay. That probably stinks in there. I'll have to clean this thing out. This is still good. And I probably will still use it. I need to clean it up. I forgot how to program it, but I mean, I got the book on it inside. And I had another one under here. That was the one that you just saw. At one time I needed more air in here. And I'll probably have to do that again eventually. But I neglected this for so long. I need to upgrade everything on it. Still use all the PVC. It's all got holes drilled in it to aerate the water, to add oxygen to the water. Okay, that kind of opens this up a little bit for me. Kind of get to work here on some things. Let's see how things are going to look here. That's sick. There's going to be a lot of roots in here, I can see that. some of my little cups. When we get this going, I'll go replant. I'm going to video and show you how to do this. I would recommend not to let this happen. But this is what laziness does. This is it right here. Full view right here, laziness. You know, we had gotten flooded, and just had a lot. Well, no, I didn't get flooded for the last hurricane, but I had a lot of damage back here. It's taking all this time to get back where I'm supposed to be. Look at all this. Now, one thing I used to grow in here that did really well in here was celery. Probably going to have a lot of junk growing in here. Which I did. Usually I grow celery and lettuces in here, and it does very well. Now, it's been a few years now, like I said. This would be a major job to clean these rocks out. I hope that ain't what it has to come to. But I'll know when I go to replant if I can. I mean, if this thing's just bombarded with roots, I'm not going to be able to dig in here and set those little cups in here. not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot harder to clean this up, but it's not too bad. Something hit the ground. I wonder what that was. This is going to be a job to move this when we move. Not looking forward to that. But it's going to have to be done. Okay, so all the little cups are going here. They just fit. They don't go underneath the rocks. You put them in even with the top. So I mean, if I'm doing all of this and I'm not hitting any those little cups, and I got them all around here. Nice. Good. Now this here is a bell siphon, guys. And when I get this thing rolling, I'm gonna get back up here just like I've always starting all over. I'm gonna show you guys everything. Well, I'll show you as much as I can. I can't show you from scratch because I already have everything made and running. Yeah, I just got to get back up in that corner back there. just have to get my ladder and come over there, and I can clean that back side over there, and I see another cup there. I'm probably going to run the hose over all this. I mean, I can use a little more water in the tank. So I can put it through here. I got to watch filling it up though. I don't want to go too much where that's going to overflow down there. Looks good. It actually looked like it was going to be harder than what it was to get this thing going again, but it's not too. It's pretty good. All right. Now, I recommend trying something like this, aquaponics. I had not much success with this, and I'm going to tell you, it took a little bit of tweaking, but it don't take much. You just got to watch the amount of fish you put in for the size tank and all you have, and you got to just make sure you got enough oxygen for them. And that's where I was having too many fish in here. And then what I did one time, what really messed the whole thing up, was instead of putting the catfish in here like I normally put the catfish, I got bass. And the bass really messed up the whole ecosystem of this thing. They're too aggressive, and they're really, really dirty. The catfish actually keep it clean because they eat everything. Anything that you don't want in here, they eat it. So that's the way to go. Some people use goldfish. I hear that works pretty good. Let me get my little thing where I can reach that and get that out of there. All right, guys. Well, pretty much got that cleaned out. So that was. Imagine, what's the word I want to use? Surprisingly easy to clean out. So easy. So I'm glad. Now the next step will be to Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start planting in the aquaponics. Now, check it out. It's all nice and cleaned out. You can hear the water running back behind here. Running good. Now the water's still a little dark, but you know, it's okay. I'm okay with it being dark. A couple of reasons, you know, it's kind of like blocking out some of the sunlight coming in. Which when you have an aquaponics system, you have to keep a lot of the sunlight off of it. That's why I have this this shade cloth dropped over here, and I got this thing in front kind of blocking some of the light out, so I don't get enough in here to cause the algae to grow. And I had an algae problem with them in the past, and that's how I knew what I had to do as far as covering everything. So for this to get light, I have a light up here, a grow light. So that's going to be the source, the main source of light. Even though you can see right now on the rocks, there is some natural light coming in. And but anyway, so what we're going to do now, I usually, and I'm going to do that today, plant celery. Celery does very well in here. So what I usually do, because the celery gets high, is like right around the siphon area. That siphon, I'm gonna put maybe 2 rows around. I don't know how many yet. And then as I come out, I'm gonna put some lettuces. First, I'm gonna put some kale, because that's gonna grow high too. And I'm gonna put some lettuces on the outer skirts. Okay, so what I'm gonna put in here. Oh, and I have some spinach I want to put in here, and I'm gonna replant some spinach in the garden out there. Let me show you, because what's coming up, where I planted the spinach, I planted quite a bit, and not many at all is coming up. And here it is here. So I have 2 there, 1 there, and there, 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6. That's all. There's something there, but I don't think that's anything there. A couple of little things come. I don't think that's anything. Swiss chard's coming up good. Bok choy's doing fine. The lettuces are happening here. Arugula on those 2 ends. I got 4 lettuces, and I think I got lettuce here, if I remember right. Yeah, bok choy, Swiss chard, and one of these is kale. That could be kale. I'll know when it grows a little more. I should have marked that. I didn't mark everything, you know, thinking I'm going to remember it, and sure enough, I don't remember. I remember most of it, but anyway. So I started this morning getting some of this done. I'm going to take another one of these and probably do some more spinach. But I'm also put some spinach in the aquaponics. So now when we do the aquaponics, you're not sprinkling a bunch of seeds. You're using 1 or 2 seeds. And let me show you how it's done, so you can get an understanding when you have if you set one up. You can purchase these little cups, as you see me cleaning them when I was cleaning out the thing, the bed. I was pulling up the cups, and then you can purchase this is called rock wool right here. I got a whole thing left of it, and what you do with it, let's see, I got some out still right here. So you see it? Okay, so it's shaped kind of a little, not totally square, kind of has a small angle so that you can put this down into the tube, but also has a hole in the top, and that's where you set your seed in there. So just to kind of give you an example, break it off, and you take it and you just set it down in the cup. Then you're going to put your seed in there, and then you put this down into the rocks, and you push it down in the rocks, even with the top of the rocks. The water comes up in the bed, wets it, and drains. Comes up, drains, and it constantly does that. And you don't have to water on top, because this thing is very absorbent. It absorbs the water. The whole thing's going to get wet, and the seed in there is going to be it's going to stay wet, and it's going to germinate. I get great germination here. And the plants grow fast too. Now, I don't have as many fish in here, so I don't know how fast it's going to grow compared to the past, when I would have, like, I'd put 25 little catfish in here, and maybe about 10 might die, so I'd end up with about 15, a dozen to 15 fish in here that would live and start growing, you know. And now I have some decent size catfish in here, probably 6-8 inches, and I got 4 or 5. I think I got 5 in there. I'm gonna go out and catch a few more. I want to put a few more in here, but that's what I have in here right now, and we're gonna use. So we got some stuff going on in the water. Okay, so anyway, so what I'm gonna do again some butterhead lettuce, some celery, spinach, and kale. Okay, because this is going to actually be another like salad bar. Now I don't have to do arugula in here because the arugula out there, arugula, very hardy, grows fast. You can cut it down, it grows back. I mean, we're going to be eating arugula before we have the whole salad bar ready, because that's just how fast arugula works. But what we're going to do now, let me get to making a bunch of these cups, getting a bunch of these cups ready. And I have all this I still need to clean. I'm going to just use up the new stuff right now. That way I can get moving on this. And you can actually fit quite a bit in here, really. What I'm going to do before I open this up, we're going to plant these. That way, if I don't have any room, I don't want to open that yet. I don't have to. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to, I don't know if I want to put the seeds in first. I can, and then I'm going to plant some from this side, and then I'm going to have to go around on the other side. Let me get my celery. Let me look at 6, 8. So I have 24 cups, okay, that we're going to use. And if I need any more, we'll make some more. But I think the 28 might just be enough to do what I need to do in there. Oh, I got 2 more sitting in here. Alright, so I got 2 more, so I'm going to have 9 on 2 of them, unless I find something I can use, but I think I'm alright. think I'm okay. So what we're going to do first, guys, we'll go ahead and put some seeds in these things. And so I have my tweezers that I use, and I use the top off of my little container. And let's say we're going to do the celery first, because that's what I'm going to plant first. So now I'm going to put two seeds of each in here. So it's going to be 9 plants here. So about 18 seeds we'll be planting here. These are little bitty, these celery seeds are little bitty. I'm going to put 3 seeds. I don't know, it just seems weird. It's so darn small. Now what's good too, it's easy to add seeds. Because I'll know in a couple of days if they germinate. It don't take long at all. Okay. Okay, that's 3 so far. I'm going the other side. Well, let's see. Let me do this while I'm here. Pull them up. There we go. Get another one out here. Oh no, I got 5 left. I'm gonna put those 5 on that other side. All right. this way, because I don't think I'm going to be planting anything back there, just because it's hard to get to, and I would rather keep it where it's easy to reach. Celery. Okay, that's all the celery. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I got 9 celery. I got 8 and 9, 17. So really, I want to do. See, I can maybe not do this, the kale. I'm gonna do the spinach and lettuce only, not the kale. I got kale planted out in the garden out there, and kale's pretty tough. Let's put these in here. All right, so let's do the butterhead lettuce. We'll do the 9 butterhead lettuce, and we'll do 8 spinaches. Now my lettuces seem to be doing pretty well in the garden too, but you never can have too much lettuce. That being the main part of your salad, you use a lot of it. And again, we're looking at some little small seeds here. The lettuce seeds are small. But they're bigger than the celery, so you can see these really good. I'm going to put 2 in each one. And you know, really, I never thin these out either, because they grow. It doesn't matter in here. They grow right up against each other. You don't really have to thin them out any. So guys, the aquaponics, if you're not familiar with it, it's just like hydroponics, if you heard of that, except instead of treating the water with nutrients, you use the fish manure. And so what happens is, just like in nature, along streams and rivers and stuff, because of the fish poop in the water, and the water going over rocks and stuff, well, in those rocks, or on those rocks, or in the rocks, form a bacteria. I don't know the name of the bacteria, but there's a bacteria that forms that, that what it does, it converts the ammonia eventually into nitrogen. There's a process it goes through with the different bacterias, but all we need to know is that the end result, we have the nitrogen going to the plants, and apparently quite a bit, because they really grow well. Lose any seeds there. Fell over. We'll find out if I get something no seeds are coming out, I can come add seeds very easily. Now let me get you set up on here, and you can watch me as I put those in. I got 8 and 9, 17. So really, I want to do See, I can maybe not do the kale. I'm gonna do the spinach and lettuce only, not the kale. I got kale planted out in the garden out there, and kale's pretty pretty tough. Let's put these in here. All right, so let's do the butterhead lettuce. We'll do the 9 butterhead lettuce, and we'll do 8 spinaches. Now my lettuces seem to be doing pretty well in the garden too, but you never can have too much lettuce. That being the main part of your salad, you use a lot of it. And again, we're looking at some little small seeds here. The lettuce seeds are small. But they're bigger than the celery, so you can see these really good. I'm going to put 2 in each one. And you know, really, I never thin these out either, because they grow. It doesn't matter in here. They grow right up against each other. You don't really have to thin them out any. So guys, the aquaponics, if you're not familiar with it, it's just like hydroponics, if you heard of that, except instead of treating the water with nutrients, you use the fish manure. And so what happens is, just like in nature, along streams and rivers and stuff, because of the fish poop in the water, and the water going over rocks and stuff, well, in those rocks, or on those rocks, or in the rocks, form a bacteria. I don't know the name of the bacteria, but there's a bacteria that forms that what it does, it converts the ammonia eventually into nitrogen. There's a process it goes through with the different bacterias, but all we need to know is that the end result, we have the nitrogen going to the plants, and apparently quite a bit, because they really grow well. Lose any seeds there. Fell over. We'll find out if I get something no seeds are coming out, I can come add seeds very easily. Now let me get you set up on here, and you can watch me as I put those in. Hey, and if I feel like I got more I want to put in here, then I can add more. That's not. See, there's the water. The water's all the way up right now. Okay, you can hear the water draining. I don't know if you can hear that on the video. But I am going to show y'all the water draining. I'm going to try to explain this to you a little bit, how this works. This thing has been running non-stop. You know, when I say non-stop, when the pumps are running, this is constantly filling up and draining and refilling. You can hear it. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to look for the video. I'm going to go back into my videos. I'll look for the video where I originally put this thing together, and I'll put all the links in the description. Now, I don't remember how I did it, if it's all in one video or several videos, but how to make the siphon and all that stuff. So let me get the spinach seeds in here, get these planted, and then I want to explain to y'all the system, how it works, if you're not you know, very familiar with it. You might have heard about it, you might know a little bit, but maybe you don't understand it yet. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe there's other ways to do this too. Let me show you my, oh, these are some nice big seeds here. That's good big seeds. I think I'm just gonna, well, I'm gonna put two. I was just getting ready to say I think I'll just do one, but I'm gonna put two. Now these here, let's see, I'm going to make a new, make a new hole, yeah, right there, this one too, make a new hole. Now, to be honest with you guys, this is the first time I'm planting celery, I'm not celery, spinach in the aquaponics. I've always just grown that in the garden outside, but since I don't have, it's not germinating too well out there, we're going to try it in the aquaponics and see if I can get germination on it. But look, the lettuce is just like anything else. You can cut it down and it'll regrow. So we got 8 of these. All right, let's get the lettuce in here. Okay, that's good. That's going to be nice. Nice little salad bar. Okay, guys, so that's going to be it for that. So we got what? 24, 25, 26 plants in here. That's quite a bit. I got room to put a few more, but I don't really need it because this is going to grow and it's going to be plumb packed with food in here. Now, the way this works, guys, this bed right here fills up with water all the way to the top of the rocks. I got it figured out like that because there's a tube. You have this, and you'll see it if you go look at the video. I'm going to find it and put it in the description. But this bigger pipe is full of holes to allow the water in, and this pipe right here has a notch on the bottom for the water to get in and start filling that pipe up. Well, in the inside of that pipe is another pipe that's even with the top of the rocks here. So it allows the water to go that far. So when the water gets to that pipe, it starts pouring in. Well, because it's a closed system and blocked off and there's no air in it, it creates a siphon and it starts sucking it down. And we'll hang out here for a minute and let you hear it, and I'll show you under here when it's draining. Now this is all done. I got one pump going on here, and you can hear it's getting quieter because it's filling up. So let me see if I can let me shorten my legs on this tripod. Hang on a second. Okay, so the water right now is filling up in here. And if you look under here, let me see if I can get it low enough where maybe you could see it. No, not from there. Maybe over here. Okay. It's hard to see it. You see that pipe coming down? Well, it's coming down. And there's the end of it over there, and I don't know if you can see it. Okay, there's an end to the pipe. See it right there. Now, when this thing fills up and the water starts going in that siphon, that's going to start gushing. Look, here it goes. The water's starting to come out now. And there it goes. So that whole bed now is draining all the way down to the bottom. And all that water went through the rock, and in those rocks is the bacteria that converted the ammonia that was in the water that's being put in, and converting it with nitrogen and putting it into the tank. So it's actually filtered water coming through and going back down into the tank. You can hear the noise, sucking the little bit of water that's left. There it is. So it drained that whole bed right there, and now it's filling up again. Right here. This is going down. That's what that tube is. It's hooked to a pump, and the pump is sucking the water up through here. And I have a little valve in there, and I can control it, because you can have it going too much or not enough, and so you got to adjust that in the beginning to get the right amount a flow. It's just you got to set it. If not, you can have not enough water, and it'll never be enough water going in to start siphoning. That's it there for you guys. That's the aquaponics. Now I have a horse trough that I'm using for the tank. It's 8 feet wide, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet deep. And that's how it looks from this area. And you can see, let me see something. You can see the water coming in right there. That's the siphon. I mean the bell siphon. And that's from a IBC tote. So I will be making more videos as I'm doing some stuff in the yard, and I'll even show you the update on the aquaponics, and we can see the the seeds, how they germinate, and how everything works with it. It's really really nice way to grow some greens. Now years ago, by experimenting with it, I put a tomato plant in here. And I was under this cover here where I had been raising quail, but I don't have any now, and none of this was here. And I had beds over here and over here that I was doing aquaponics with. Well, over here I had put one tomato plant, and that thing vined all but one plant, probably 50 feet long. Vine filled up this whole area. I was getting tomatoes off of that one plant, but I had to tie it off. There was a lot of that involved. It's easier to do it out in the garden with stakes, tying them up and all that. It's easier to do that, so that's why I didn't do it anymore. But it does work with that. But when it comes to like the greens and the things that they're not getting like viney and growing real tall, they're just 18 inches high or whatever, this is perfect. It's perfect for it, and I recommend trying it. And so in the description, I'm gonna go look for the other videos. I'm gonna put the links in the other description, and I might even have a playlist. And if I don't, I'll put one together, a playlist with all the videos of the aquaponics. Because I went through different settings before. I did this one with this horse trough. I did it with the IBC tote, okay, and but I got to the point where I needed more water, and so anyway. So this came up, was given to me, and so that's what I decided to use it for, was this. And so it's been good. But like I said, for the last 4 years, I haven't really been running it. It's been sitting here running, but I haven't had fish in it. So I had recently caught some little small catfish that I put in here. So I got it in there. The fish have been in there for a month or so, and so. I'm ready to try it, and let's see what happens. So I'll keep you updated on it. This will end this video, guys, and man, please like, subscribe if you haven't, man. Share this, even with if you know anybody that's talking about this kind of stuff, share it with them so they can see it. Might be something they'd be interested in doing. I'll tell you, once you get it going, there was a lot in the beginning, and I'll try to even now, if you ask questions or make any comments, you ask me some questions, email me. In my description, I got an email. You can get in touch with me. I mean, I'll answer anything that I can. If I know the answer, I'll help as much as I can. I want you to succeed at this, and not have as many failures to go through like I did, because when it came to this, there was a lot in the beginning. I was almost thinking, well, what I'm seeing on YouTube mustn't be real or something, something's not right, because I kept having some major troubles, and but once I got that all taken care of, it really runs itself, and it's real simple. Okay, guys, this is it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, y'all be blessed. All right, bye.